Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. Bing! And please like this video. It helps me to keep making videos and I would appreciate it majorly. Alright, so I wanted to update you on the multiple homicide, quadruple homicide in Mandan, North Dakota, which is about 20 miles or so, I think, west of Bismarck, or across the Missouri River. So, and yesterday, they've provided some more information this morning. There was a press conference that's talked about in the Bismarck Tribune. I'll quickly go run through some of the details mentioned there. There's Bismarck and there's Mandan. Mandan is a small community. This absolutely has rocked the community of 22,000. The business that's involved is RJR Maintenance and or Management and Maintenance. It's a property management company, which I'm actually slightly familiar with, not the company itself, but property management. My parents have some rental properties that they've invested in their retirement, and that basically is what my career is, managing those rentals, is working on a property that we restore as we prepare it to become a rental. So, you know, this dude here seeking the truth. I think he calls himself Truth Seeker. I actually don't know his real name, although I don't know if he gives it out or not. I'm familiar with him, and his channel has grown significantly from the time that I sort of came across him. And I check out his channel from time to time. I subbed him today. We chatted just a little bit in the comments. Really nice guy, and I feel really bad for the dude because he has family members. He has a family member and actually extended family members, you know, that were affected by this, and one of them was killed, you know. And he talked about it openly in his video. That's right here. I recommend you go subscribe to the guy. He's a very nice, cool dude, and covers, you know, similar topics to me, just interesting stories that are going on in the news where we don't necessarily get the full story, whatever. And but this one, you know, he opens up by saying it's very much closer to home. You can hear him throughout the video. You know, this one here, which I assume he'll be probably, I don't know, making an update, a follow-up video shortly. You know, you can hear that it's you know, it's a shame. I feel really sorry for him and his family. So they have identified the four. Yesterday, initially, I mean, there was a medical call placed to the facility 7:30 a.m. in the morning, RJR Management and Maintenance, which, as I said before, is a property management business. Where is it? Right here. That's the facility right there. Let me just kind of back up. There's a bowling alley right there as well, and I believe they're looking for surveillance footage from the surrounding businesses. I think they started with the bowling alley, and I think the bowling alley owner talked to a reporter saying that he looked at it himself. He only saw a few vehicles the night previous to that Monday morning at 7:30 when they received the call. I don't know who discovered the crime scene. You know, it was a medical call, and when they arrived, now it's now known that there was four dead bodies. And I think it was described as a large crime scene, so spread out. But I'm not absolutely sure of that. They're very tight-lipped on terms of like how the manner in which they were killed. There will be autopsies conducted. So throughout the day yesterday, they were just saying several bodies, and that was just about it, you know. But today, later in the day yesterday, they identified that it was 4 bodies, 3 males and a female. And today, they've actually identified the persons involved. And one of them, like I said, one of them is a family member of Truth Seeker, of this dude here. It's his cousin, the dude who is William Cobb, Bill Cobb, and he was the maintenance dude at RJR Management and Maintenance. So that's his cousin right there, and his wife was another person that was killed as well, Lois Cobb. So, and then this was another one of the 4 that were killed, Robert Faulkner, and this is one of the owners that was listed on the website that's still up, but they have taken down basically the employee profiles that they had up there previously just yesterday or earlier in the day yesterday. They took it down, I think, in the afternoon. It was about 22 different employees that they showed a picture of them. That's from the website. All these are that have now been taken down. But he's one of the owners. I think his wife was listed as the other owner. And there was also a group photo of the whole organization, and I don't know if those are all employees or they're just family members of employees. And that was about 40, 45, 50 different people in the group photo. So they perform all the different functions of a property management company, getting tenants for prospective properties. I don't know if they actually own the properties that they manage. I suspect in some cases they do. In other cases, they probably manage the properties for others. That would be my guess. But they provide all the functions that are necessary: getting tenants, collecting rents, setting up mortgages, all the property maintenance that's involved, plumbing, lawn care, and et cetera, et cetera. So they were in business for it said for 20 years. And I'll get to specifics of what was released in this press conference over here this morning by the police chief of the Mandan Chief Police. And the North Dakota Bureau of Investigations is involved in the investigation. I don't know who's actually leading it or what, but they've been in business for quite a long time, for 20 years. I will say that the facility looks rather new. In fact, like I had a difficult time finding this. You can only see this from a distance. When you try to go down this road because of Google, how Google Maps is, and it takes images from 6 and 9 and 12 months ago, it's not there anymore. It's just because it's just a site. So, So it's a fairly new facility. I don't know that has any bearing on what's going on here at all. And even in the photos that you see right there, like that's a brand new, I don't know when that photo was taken, November 2017. So that's a year and a half ago. Anyways, so back to this press conference where, it's very strange because they're saying I can't understand if they're saying that there's no threat to the public, that the public's not in any danger, but they're not naming a suspect, but they are obviously calling it a homicide. Initially I thought it was a murder-suicide, something like that, but I don't think it is. And I think they're looking for somebody, they're searching for a killer, but who chose these people as a very specific target. And according to this report, there's no reason to believe that there's anybody else that was his target or her target, whoever the presumed killer is or suspect is. So Mandan Police have identified 4 homicide victims as owner and 3 employees of RJR Maintenance and Management. The victims were identified as business owner Robert Faulkner, employee Adam Fuhrer, whose picture is not here. It's not up here. And Lois Cobb and William Cobb. And William Cobb is Truth Seeker's cousin. And Lois Cobb is his William Cobb's spouse. So by marriage, Lois Cobb is his cousin too. In fact, they speak to their daughter, the couple's daughter, in this article. Police responded to a call for medical assistance at 7:30 a.m. Monday to the Southwest Mandan business and discovered an incident authorities described as a multiple homicide. Mandan Police Chief Jason Ziegler released few additional details. In a Tuesday morning press conference, police do not have a suspect in custody. Ziegler reiterated the police do not believe the public is in danger. This was very specific to the victims that were involved, Ziegler said. There is nothing that was at the crime scene that will lead us to believe anybody outside the victims involved are in any danger. It's just, I don't know. I'm sure we're eventually going to understand what that means, and why these 4 people were the target. Ziegler declined to answer questions about what type of weapon was used or the nature of the injuries. Investigators have not recovered a weapon, Ziegler said. Autopsies are being conducted by the state medical examiner's office. Police have not released information about the time frame of the incidents. That's the other thing that's, a little bit confusing. 7:30 a.m., a medical call placed to the authorities. I just, in that type of business, I guess they could show up very early for work. And I think like the entire, many employees were basically in the facility when the police were investigating and they weren't being permitted to leave because of the investigation. I think some family members had reunited with those people with the employees, outside of it, basically kind of crossing the police barrier and allowing them to console their loved ones and then having them go back to inside the facility. I'm paraphrasing, but So, but 7:30 Monday morning. Did this something take place over the weekend, or did it happen? In the early morning hours of Monday? That remains a question as well. And like I said, they're looking at surveillance footage. They started with the bowling alley, and there was only a few cars, from Sunday night to Monday morning that rode along that road, according to the bowling alley owner who turned over the surveillance footage, I think, to the authorities. Police are asking members of the public to contact the police at 701-667-3250 or use the tip line at mandanpd.com. If they have surveillance video from the area or saw anything suspicious. Mandan Police and the North Dakota Bureau of Criminal Investigation have completed the investigation at the crime scene and sent evidence for processing and analysis. Ziegler said Mandan Police will work closely with the BCI on the investigation. The department has also received offers of resources from other local and federal law enforcement agencies. Investigators are following up on leads and plan to re-interview more than 30 people. A lot of people will be interviewed in reference to this incident. Ziegler said the multiple homicide has been devastating to the community and expressed his condolences to the victims. And actually, Truth Seeker by common sense was saying his only thought was that maybe there was a disgruntled tenant who, was forced to, was evicted from a property and was, exacting revenge or something of that nature. And I don't know. That's a possibility, It's just don't know. Just don't know. All right. Well, that is the story there, man. That is the story there. Very sorry, Truth Seeker, for sure. It's a real shame. And, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I will see you in the next video. Later, man.